ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me, meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat, repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it. Talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip, that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me, meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat, repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it. Talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and finish in business. I'm sitting in business. Just look at the ticket. A traveling man. I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it. I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of Memphis taking on the Monarchs of Brooklyn. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On one, right?
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
In motion right is Bryant. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, and he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
12.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Burrow sliding out of the pocket. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
2nd down and 4.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness.
Here we go.
He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darnell Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Thunderbirds get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Get it.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. But you look at this defense, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Unlock line. Unlock line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Touchdown! A big play there. 43 yards. And the Monarchs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When you look at this defense, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Burrow looking to pass. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 63 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Come on.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Dulcich. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
2nd and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm. But this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Let's go now.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
On play action, they'll throw. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Bryant, the man in motion right. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here we go, here we go.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
11, 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11, Thomas.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Come on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football.
Here we go.
The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now they go play action now. Burrow, he'll buy some time right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball on the 8, second and 2.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been excellent.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Burrow's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 48-yard line.
Gun. Shot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. Touchdown! Darnell Washington. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Thunderbirds will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Monarchs 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
No. Ready.
This time they stay on the ground. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Marvin Mims, 75 yards. And the Monarchs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On one,
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On two.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Burrow on play action. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Burrow will throw. Now Burrow loses the football. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
11 MT, 11 MT.
First down. Here's Burrow. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
On third down, Burrow. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Come on, come on. Hit.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second and 3. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Mims. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Monarchs take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone well.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
MT. 11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass. Buying time to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
From midfield now, Burrow under pressure, and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
1-1, right?
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Burrow. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Burrow.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the first as he's tackled at the 47.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Fighting his way through contact. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him a gain of 37.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and
Touchdown! Marvin Mims, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Monarchs
Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. So what a comeback here. They look like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
Play action. It's Burrow rolling to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 2.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
11, mighty. 12, 12, 12.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Swift going to try up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Gun.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Thomas.
Once again, it's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ready?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Burrow. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way. Does the big boy have the juice? Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And this defense has broken it open as they return to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Thomas. 11.
Here's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Here's 2nd down.
11 empty case.
Now Burrow changing the look. Burrow. Complete to Washington. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw hauled in by Washington. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved.
Here we go.
They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. To throw, Burrow. It's caught by Bryant. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And it's 3rd down. Gun.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
11 mighty. 12. 11 Thomas. 11.
Burrow. Flush to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, just was unsuccessful.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. If they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
On the check. Hey, let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Brooklyn, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Memphis, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of flexing mamas, but I hit the highs, man, no wonder drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad, yeah, I